Hey, what's going on, brothers and sisters? It's Shay here at the Family Color. Listen, I got a very special message that I want to share with my Black brothers and sisters. This is a special message for you. And the reason why I'm sharing this message with you is because I have observed over the last several years this amplified ideology that Black History Month should not be celebrated as a buck to society, that we are not going to accept a month that is only 28 days to recognize the contributions and achievements of Black people in America. If you are buying into that ideology, I suggest you stop. And the reason why I'm saying that is because you are losing the opportunity to keep educating folks about contributions of Black people in American society. And so I know folks are, bought into this whole campaign of, Black History Month is 24/7. We ain't gonna just deal with this 1 month or this day, 28-day month to recognize the contributions of Blacks. First, know your facts, know where it started, why it started, why we're even paying homage to the contributions of Black people in American society, before you start to diminish or to say, you know what, I'm not going to engage in it. Because guess what? As my grandmother used to say, you'll bite off your nose to spite your face. And so if you are not amplifying this message every day, and you are not demonstrating Black excellence every day, not demonstrating the character or the contributions to society that are positive, and you're promoting this message, stop it. Okay. You sound extremely ignorant when you say these types of things or make these types of claims that, I'm not going to celebrate because of this. Why wouldn't you take the opportunity to celebrate? Why wouldn't you take the opportunity to amplify and to make the voice more unified within our community to talk about the different achievements of Black people? Why wouldn't you? I want you to ask yourself that question. And so today I'm going to tell you all the reasons why you should be celebrating Black History Month. And that's going to start by me honoring the father of Black History Month, whom happened to be a Black man. His name is Carter G. Woodson, for those of you that don't know. This story all began around about 1915, when Carter G. Woodson decided, you know what, I'm going to take it into my hands to do some research, to gather information about the achievements of Blacks and persons of African descent in America, to talk about the excellence that they brought to our society. Because guess what? Yes, in society, it was overlooked and it was overshadowed. And so he decided, you know what, I'm going to put a concerted effort behind all of this to make sure that I'm helping to amplify this message. And so out of that, because he was starting to collect all of this information, and he had created an institute where this information could be found much more readily and much more easily. There were mayors throughout various cities throughout this nation that began to help him to promote the work that he was doing by recognizing Black History Week. And so these mayors started to proclaim 1 week that they would recognize Black history. Let me tell you something. Momentum started to gain because people started to learn more about what it was that Black people actually had contributed to society, because they had this type of focused special emphasis on the work that Carter G. Woodson had been doing, that colleges and universities, there were some colleges and universities around the nation that said, you know what, let's have a Black History Month where we talk all about these contributions all month long, right? Now, it took some time before that, struck fire throughout the rest of the country. And it was about 1976 when Gerald Ford, who was the president then, decided, you know what, he's absolutely right. We need to learn how to not try to hide the history that Black people contributed to this American history, or this American society that we find ourselves in. And then Gerald Ford decided, you know what, I'm going to send out a proclamation to make Black History Month a nationwide homage to Black people and their contributions, in which he did. And so it was important because oftentimes we did not understand the extent of the impact of the Black contribution on society, because it was overshadowed, it was overlooked. And now that we had Black History Month, we were able to share that message with more people, right? Meaning that folks had to honor truth, had to honor fact. And that's what this is all about, which is one of the reasons why growing up in school, you remember doing Black History Month projects or doing Black History reports and things like that. Regardless of what the color of your skin was, you had to do your Black History Month project or report, and you had to do research on these individuals. And oftentimes folks were like, whoa, I didn't know that. And so when you don't take the time and the opportunity to seek out information and to research and to know, guess what? It's forgotten. And so if we continue to promote this whole ideology and this notion that somebody's trying to take something away from us and that we should not celebrate or participate, first know that it was a Black person that started this. And so it's no shun or slap against American society. You are slapping the legacy of Carter G. Woodson. And that's one of the things that I want you to recognize. Do not be counterproductive in a movement to do more. Take honor in the fact that you have an opportunity to unify with other brothers and sisters throughout society and throughout culture to amplify this message. We have too many civil rights activists who have done great things that would be overshadowed if we did not take this opportunity. We have too many scientists and pioneers and people who have discovered things, who have created things that we utilize in everyday life that would be overshadowed if we did not take this opportunity to promote Black History Month. We have too many women, Black women, who have done things in society that have advanced the movement of our people. And if we decide that we're going to overshadow them by saying, you know what, I'm not celebrating because Black History Month is 24/7, and you do nothing to actually promote Black history in society, shame on you. Shame on you. I have a challenge for anybody who believes that we are being slighted and think that, you know, they're too good to recognize Black History Month. Make sure your character also aligns with building Black legacy if you're going to promote that ideology. Because I have to tell you, it is extremely frustrating to see how counterproductive we're being towards our culture and to our people by buying into this notion that somebody's trying to take something away from us. Turn it into a positive and be a contributor of positivity in our society instead of promoting negativity. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say to you today, because guess what? Black History Month is important. Take the opportunity to unify and to promote a message that's going to help us to advance our people and not bring our people down. That's my message. Happy Black History